We're talking about GEMDAS in solving inequalities. And here we want to solve inequalities by inverse operations. And this is going to be only one step. So we look at our operation on the right and we want to get the p variable all by itself. And the way that we do that is we do that by GEMDAS, right? So we write that down. And when we're solving GEMDAS, we remember when we're solving, we start with the S and we work our way back to groups. So over here, we have the operation. There's no addition or subtraction, so we're done with that. So then we look at the next operation we have is multiplication division. We have multiplication, so we want to divide both sides by 9. And then that's going to be inverse division. And what we're left with, the reason that we divided is so we could get this 9 to cancel, so we could get the p by itself. We can bring down the inequality, which is less than. And 18 divided by 9 is 2. And we bring down the 0. And a negative divided by a positive, we keep the negative sign. So the thing I don't like about this is the variable's on the right-hand side. So I want to switch it to the left-hand side. So I want to put my p first, but I want to keep the orientation of the sign. So the open side goes to the p. So the open side still goes to the p, and then we can write down negative 20. And now when we're looking at this, this should be ready for us to graph on our inequality line here, our number line. Only number I really care about is negative 20. And because the variable's on the left side, my inequality sign is going to point the same direction I should shade. So I know I'm going to shade to the right. And there's no equal sign, so that means I'm going to have an open dot, and I'm going to shade in the right direction. For interval notation, we need two ends. We need the low end, which as we're coming over here from the left side, our low end is negative 20. There's nothing shaded over here to the left. And then we need the high end. And this arrow over here means that we go to positive infinity. So for the interval that I'm going to use, I'm going to go from negative 20 to positive infinity. And in that case, we got to use parentheses for both of them. This circle here means parentheses, so the negative 20 is not included. And we never use a bracket for infinity. We always use parentheses. If we look at the number 8, it's going to be a similar process. So we're going to still solve using GEMDAS. So I'm going to write that down. And when we solve, we know that we always start from subtraction and addition and work our way back to groups. So we look, do we have any addition and subtraction? No, we don't. So we have division. So the inverse of division is multiplication. So that's going to be inverse multiplication. And the reason that we did that is so our 3's could cancel. And then when we bring down our inequality sign and our x, and 3 times 13 is 39. I don't like that my variable's on the right side here, so I'm going to switch it. X goes on the left side to the left, and the 39. So the number I'm concerned with is 39. The inequality sign doesn't have an equal sign, so I'm going to use an open circle. And now I'm going to shade to the right because the arrow points to the right. So that just means any number bigger than 39 will be true for this equation or this inequality. For interval notation, I need two ends. So here I have the low end, which is 39. And then I need a high end. This arrow here means we're going to positive infinity. And so I always write the smallest end first. So here's 39. And that's going to go to positive infinity. And we're going to have parentheses on both of those.